Well, increasingly marathon runners are looking for not just the marathon distance itself, but they're looking to do it in a unique environment. And that's why there are marathons popping up in various locations, such as the North Pole, such as deserts, and they're becoming very popular. It's a different type of challenge. It's a way of pushing yourself in a different manner, and combining it with a trip to a unique location that you may otherwise have had no reason to go to. You're never going to have a big city marathon race field of 10,000 runners. The race field is obviously limited by the capacity of the plane that brings them in. That plane has a capacity of less than 60 people. And the Ice Marathon this year is sold out. I think it's going to be sold out for next year, probably pretty soon. The race only began a few years ago with a few people coming down here and giving it a go as such. It always surprises me, the attraction of these places.
Roger, break, come.
But I think one race generates interest in the next race. People hear about it and they see what people have done and people talk about it and the experience they have, and then more people want to come down.
The beauty of doing these events is that you're generally an outdoors kind of person anyway, and you enjoy the environment that you're running in. That's the main attraction for most runners. And so when you can then find very unique scenery, unique environment, and certainly with the conditions, the underfoot conditions, the ice, the snow, not a lot of the global population get to experience that.
It's an amazing place. It's probably the last frontier, the last truly wild place that I suppose you can go on Earth to run marathons. I mean, this is it. It's absolutely epic, and it's great just to see so many different people from different countries with amazing stories all here to run, and not so much compete, but get to the finish, get that medal, and say that they finished the Ice Marathon.
I have been so pleasantly surprised. I really expected for this to be a completely miserable trip. So I've been unexpectedly surprised by how pleasant it's been, from the people to the scenery, really to the weather. The weather's been perfect. But really what inspired me was just to check off a goal on my bucket list, and I have found it to be so much more than that.
I would probably say it's one of the most unique sporting events around, yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. Anyone I spoke to that said what I'm doing, well, one, they think I'm insane, which, I mean, I don't really think I think I just like the challenge, and it's the next step up from a marathon to me. So it is the next step. This isn't just a normal marathon.
All marathon runners, all long distance runners, they all have a pretty unique story, why they run, why they choose to push themselves this hard. And yeah, I personally find that the more it hurts in a race, the bigger sense of achievement you get at the end.
There's no real pressure on doing a marathon of this type, I find, because you're not going to do your best time because of the conditions. So it's a case of almost relaxing and enjoying it and soaking in what is a stunning environment.
Thank you, Nassus. It's a great honour to receive this marathon flame.
And it's a great honour to be here.
Because people are not just running a marathon, they're running in these conditions here which are very, very energy sapping. They take a lot more energy than just running a marathon in normal conditions. And that can have take a bigger toll on the body. And last year in 2011 we had 2 individuals who ran both the marathon and the 100 kilometres. And they were very, very good. But they didn't realise they'd pushed themselves a little bit over the limit. And they spent the best part of 24 hours on IV fluid after they'd finished the 100k. And it was a little bit of, the cold takes it out of you. There was a little bit of hypothermia. It's very difficult to judge just how fatigued you are in these conditions, and it can be quite deceptive the way it sneaks up on you.
I'm a warm weather person, so being in this extreme cold is going to be really challenging.
Dream come true, running on Antarctica.
My biggest fear, honestly, is probably the mental part. Just being out here, we're all going to spread out, and just your mind is kind of playing tricks on you. Visually, it's hard to gauge distance, and unlike a regular race, you have trees or crowds, and for the most part, I expect to be me and the sound of my shoes crunching on the snow. And I imagine after 4, 5, 6, 7 hours maybe of that sound, it's just gonna just slowly eat away at you on top of the physical demands of the race.
I know, I like the day one.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
You looking forward to it?
Absolutely. Can't wait to get out there and just enjoy the scenery and a great run, hopefully.
Liar.
It's true. She knows me so well already.
Not finishing. That's my biggest fear, but I think I should be alright.
Yeah. Just amateurs.
I have to say it's flying by.
What do we go for it?
Tougher than you thought?
Yeah.
That back bit is quite soft there. The first part's quite good.
I have bib number 26, in at 11:34, out at 11:34.
Okay, bib 26, 11:34, in and out, over.
Over.
Amazing conditions actually, it's only -15. Amazing visibility, all the mountains are out. It's not bad on the foot, there's some soft bits, but what an experience, it's just amazing.
Nobody ever asked me what to get for winning this race. I've never had a competitor ask me what they get for winning the Antarctic Ice Marathon. It's really bragging rights, I think. It's the idea of running a marathon here in the Antarctic, and if you're a serious runner and you win it, it's a different type of title to have.
Well done, mate, well done. Good effort. Content number 33, yeah? 32 down.
Thank goodness that's over.
Oh, it's beautiful. Going out, just sort of the scenery, the time, just enjoying it. Everybody's out there having fun. Spectacular. No, loved it. Every minute of it. Even the cramps.
God, I wanted it so bad. I never thought I'd do this. My back was in so much pain in the last I had a bad training run 3 weeks ago. And I never thought I'd do it. I cannot believe it. I can actually start enjoying my honeymoon now. I can have a drink. Yes, an alcoholic drink.
That was unbelievable. I can't tell you.
How are you feeling? Good.
I'm getting emotional on the back straight. Go, Nancy!
It's tough. Running back, it's like sand. So it's really hard to get a footing. So it's quite difficult and tiring. But so glad to finish. 7th continent conquered. Woohoo!
Well done. Cheers.
That's the way. Yeah, excellent.
Conditions ain't as great as yesterday, but we'll start it and see how we get on.
Oh.